Hey everyone, welcome back to Smouse House. I'm Brian, and today I have my other hobbies other than coins to show off to you. I got a day off of work finally this weekend. Had to beg somebody to work for me, but I got to go to a model show, and turned out to be a good idea because I got a ton of stuff. I actually at the place. It's at a school, and they have vendors in the hallway, and then they lead into the cafeteria, and they got tables set up in the cafeteria. And I actually spent all the money I brought with me before I even made it into the cafeteria, and had to end up borrowing money. My dad goes with me, so luckily he was there and had some money, and I was able to buy some more stuff. But yeah, we did pretty good. I went through all of them, ran the numbers, and very happy with what I got and hopefully what I'll be getting out of this. So I'm going to go through all the stuff individually. Just real quick. I mean, it's going to take a long time in general overall. But I'm just going to go in order in stacks. We're going to start with one of 35th scale armor, then 148th scale aircraft, one 32nd and 124th scale aircraft, and then 172nd scale aircraft. So you can, if you want to skip ahead to, if you're interested in one particular thing, you can kind of go by the video, skipping ahead and see which pile we're on. So yeah, we'll do that. I want to show you the really cool thing I got first. It's actually a 148th scale aircraft, Hinkle HE-115, made by Special Hobbies. This thing's still sealed in the box. This is one my dad's wanted, and I'm one of those people, I do not like to overspend, even if it's a gift or anything like that. I like to have a deal. They normally sell for around $65 plus shipping. So, to get one for under $70 is a good deal. You can get them for about $70 or 75, on a regular basis. So I was always trying to find one cheaper than that, but haven't been able to in the past 3 or 4 years. And I could not get my money out fast enough for this one, guys. $20, brand new, sealed in the box. So my dad's birthday's in July, and I got his present. So that was pretty awesome. Oh, sorry, there's gonna be a lot of moving around with the camera. Hopefully I don't make anybody sick. I also picked up this little guy. It's an O-gauge train made by Ready Made Trains, and these trains have always been interesting to me. I don't know why people kind of like them. Maybe if they have smaller layouts or something, because it's a GP engine, but it's like squished shorter. Because I don't think they actually made them this small like that. But people like them. They actually sell pretty good. Like I said, it's ready-made trains, or RTM. And I like it because it's also United States Navy. I work in Annapolis, which is right down the street from the Naval Yard, or Naval Academy. So, but yeah, pretty cool. It's motorized. I paid $10 for it, and it's probably worth about 50. So, and then this one isn't armor, but it is kind of unique because it is 1/35th scale. It's made by Nichimo, and it's still sealed in the box as well. Excuse me. I picked it up for $5, and maybe $35-40 sealed in the box like this. Now these are cool. I do not know tanks extremely well as far as prices go, but there's certain ones I look for. These are Tamiya kits, and they're older, and all the ones I got here, this whole pile, the top ones are motorized, and the bottom ones actually have dual motors and are remote control. And when I say remote control, this is old technology. They actually have a wire from the control you have in your hand running to the tank. So you got to walk behind your tank. But they are very collectible and not that easy to find, and then some people don't even realize the difference. I mean, that these are even motorized, unless they open the box. Some people don't know that. So sometimes you can find them, same price as just a normal tank. The vendors that I got these from all knew they were motorized. I don't know if they know the difference between motorized and the remote control, because remote control ones are not quite double the money, but it jumps up, I guess, just because of the rarity of them. So let me continue with what I got from them. Just kind of give you guys a background. I don't know what your guys' background is, or if you ever look for stuff. But yeah, all the ones that are motorized, if you read the small print up at the top, it'll say motorized. Also, see that RE26, that's the motor. It also usually says that if you have the boxes on their side, RE26, so you know it's kind of motorized like that. And then sometimes looking at the part number, this one doesn't have it on the outside. Yeah, this one does right there. MT125. The normal model kits are MM designated and not MT. So that's another telltale. So anyways, we got this M113. I paid for 7 of these. Guy was asking 120, or was asking $25 to $30 each. And, so you buy more than one, he's like, he'll do 25, and then I had 7 of them, so that would have been 175. So he actually gave me for 150, which is just over 20 bucks each, which is a good deal. So if I paid about 20 bucks a piece, this one's gonna be worth about 40. I got a leopard tank. It's gonna be worth about 45. Centurion, it's gonna be worth about 50. Japanese Type 74 is worth about 40. Same thing with a Type 61. And now, these are pretty cool. These are the remote control ones. I'll show you what I mean. It's got, see, a dual motor setup, all these gears. The regular ones have only a single motor. But everything is still sealed in the bags in all these kits. All these are open but still sealed in bags. This Chieftain is worth about 105. And I can't remember which one. Is either the Chieftain or the Citron I got from a different vendor and paid 30 bucks for. But even at 30 bucks on any of these, this one, like I said, this one's worth 105. The Centurion it's hard to judge prices on these because a lot of them you can't even find when you look them up. Or they're on there and somebody's asking $200 for, which doesn't give you a good indication of what they're actually worth, because it didn't sell yet at $200. It's just sitting there for sale. So it means somebody's not yet quite willing to pay $200 for it. But then you go to sold unit, items, and nothing's sold. Something else I noticed since I had 3 of these motorized kits, that I also had the Citron, just regular motorized, and this one's got really nice box art. This one's kind of plain. And if you look at all the ones that weren't motorized, like here's another one, the Leopard, remote control, regular motorized. So I don't know if that's another telltale that it might be remote control, that it has a more better artwork on the box. But these three remote control ones do, and all the other motorized ones are just kind of plain. And then again, you can see it says motorized remote control in the fine print, and still has the MT number. And this one's RE14, so different motors. But again, you can see this one has a whole package for the motorized kit in it. So, see the twin motors and stuff. The reason why the ones that have single motors is basically you just set them on the ground, you flick the button, and they just go forward. On these, since you're following behind with a remote control, you got one motor for each track. So you hit forward, both tracks go. You can stop one track to turn it, just like a real tank. So you can actually, well, like I said, then you have to walk behind it. But yeah, like I said, it's actually the exact same plastic model you would buy just to build statically. And you can build them static if you don't want the remote control part, but but yeah, these I look up, like I said, the Chieftain I did find one sold for 105, and that's kind of what I remember them selling for. The Centurion and the Leopard, like I said, they were, I couldn't find a good, comp for them, but they're worth $75 to $100. So that's the tanks, and second back up here. Gonna try to get them up for sale. Like I said, should do pretty well on those. I spent 180 total, and they should sell for over 400. If I can get, what I think might be top for them would be closer to 500. So let's move on to 1/48 scale. The Otter with the floats. This one's actually a rarer kit as well, and I guess a little more sought after with this box. The box is way bigger than it needs to be. They do make other versions of this plane, same company does. Box is half the size. But this particular one sells for a lot more, which I knew. I didn't know how much. I couldn't remember how much, but I did remember that I did well on this one because I've had them before. Paid $10 for it. It's going to sell for 60. This one, not such a great deal. Still sealed in the box as well. This Invader, I paid $10 for. Might be able to get 20 for it. This Invader, which has the gun nose, the other one was the bomber version. It's also Pro Modeler, excuse me, which is a nicer kit, generally speaking. And should get $30, maybe a little bit more for this one. It's still sealed. The box is open, but the parts are still sealed. This one's still sealed in the box. Dornier 217. This one, Pro Modeler as well. And about the same price, $30, maybe a little bit more. Now these are some really ugly kits. It had water damage. He actually had a stack of models that were water damaged, and they were actually stuck together. And it's kind of grody. I haven't actually gone through it yet. I know the decals and the instructions are actually toast. Won't be able to save those because it kind of peaked inside, but it's falling apart. It's nasty to touch. So I don't want to fool with it a whole lot till I'm ready to do something with it. But this used to be a fairly rare kit. They seem to be more common now for some reason. Like you go on eBay and there's quite a few of them. You used to be able to not find one or to see one or two. And now you go on and there's a few on there. So prices come down on them as well. They used to be $100 kits. Now they sell for $65, $75. You still see sometimes they go for over 100. But yeah, so I got this one pretty cheap because of all the water damage. And I'll just have to sell it without the decals or instructions, but hopefully all the parts are there. If not, even just selling it for parts, I did not pay much for this at all. I got it along with this guy, SR71. It was missing the instruction and decals too. Got it from the same guy. No water damage to this one, though. SR71 is not an uncommon airplane. And does not sell very well. You see them as low as 25 and, normal maybe 50. I paid $30 for the pair. On if it hadn't had water damage and all the decals and stuff were there, I should have got $100 back out of it. I'm not sure what I'm going to get. I'm just going to auction them the way they are. The other one I'll have to take out of the box. I'm not going to send the guy that box, but my dad grabbed these because I was on the other side, which wasn't a bad deal. The next ones I'm going to show you were $10 a piece. One of these is started, but they're B24 Liberators. Two of them look to be complete. This is a B24D. Then you got another B24J. But like I said, one of those is started. And then B29 Super Fortress is also $10. With the B24s, they usually go for about 25 a piece. Nice shape, complete. Don't know what I'm going to get for the one that started. Like I said, either I just auction them and I take what I get, what somebody was willing to pay. So we have the B29 Super Fortress, and I think about $50 is a general number. I mean, they're not uncommon at all. They still sell pretty good. You still see some people get way more than that for them, and I'm just like, people are crazy because you literally can go online and see, somebody paid $80 for one, and you go on and there's 3 or 4 that are, still, like new condition, and there's buy it nows on them for less. It's like, why would you pay $80 when there's a whole bunch price less? But it happens. People don't look around, I guess, sometimes. Maybe where they are in the shipping, makes a difference. I don't know. But one of these is missing parts. The guy had a note in the box saying it's missing parts. I don't think my dad opened the boxes to look at them. Like I said, I'll have to sell one as a part kit. The other plane did look complete. But that's what we have for those. So we're going to slide those out of the way for now. So that was 1/48 scale. Here we have 1/24 scale. All these are sealed. Also $10. Got a Hurricane. Got a Spitfire. Got a Mustang. And got a Messerschmitt 109. Like I said, paid $10 a piece for these. All of them are still sealed in shrink wrap. Maybe $30, $35 a piece for those. This one, super great deal. I knew this was a nice kit. Not sure where exactly I'm going to price it. I mostly did auctions beforehand. But with sealed kits and stuff like that, and sometimes paying a little more money for things, I don't always do auctions, and it gives me more time rather than having a ton of stuff on and a ton of stuff ending. I just kind of price them as I can, and people buy them when they can. But anyways, this HE111, I paid $25 for it, and they sold anywhere from 90 to over 200. I'm gonna try to get 140-ish for it. I don't want to be too greedy. I mean, I don't mind pricing them right for the next person, and lose out on a little bit of money when I'm already making good money on them. But I don't want to just give them away, because this is part of my income. I've been doing this for, I don't know, since 2007-ish, 2006, somewhere around there. is when I started like really full-time selling. So, and then these are 1/32 scale. Got these for $10 a piece. Tiger 2. I don't know if the prices on these, when I looked them up, they went for a lot higher than I used to seeing them. Used to be about a $30 model, so I was even happy paying 10, selling it for 30. But it looks like the price on these maybe have gone up with everything else that's been going on, and everything else, you know, hobbies, you know, like we know, and coins just have gone up, silver's gone up. A lot of hobby stuff's gone up. This seems to be like a $40-$45 model. Same thing with this one. This Hornet used to probably be a $35 model. Now it's about a $45-$50 model. It's still sealed, got tear in it, but that doesn't hurt it a whole lot unless somebody's, you know, disc collecting it to keep it as a, but it's not a, you know, super rare kit or anything that, but some people collect them. This one here, I think I paid 30 for. Oh, no, I paid 40 for it. Wasn't sure about this one when I bought it. I knew it should be decent. They sell brand new sealed in the box for about 100 to 110 with free shipping. Mine's all the parts are sealed. The box is closed. So I'm going to try to get about 80 for it with shipping. Or before shipping. Because I never include shipping because there's so many people that buy this stuff in California and I'm here on the East Coast. And the difference between shipping this model to somebody on the East Coast for, you know, 10, 12 bucks, it's like 20 something to ship it to somebody in California. So if I include shipping with it, it just always never failed that somebody in California buys these models and it costs me an extra 12 bucks to ship it to them that I could have made on the model if just waited for somebody on the East Coast to buy it. All right, now we excuse me. Now we move on to 1/72 scale. This was kind of a blunder for today. I've had Royal class aircraft in before by Edard, and all the ones I've had and all the ones I remember seeing had been 1/48 scale. And when you first go in the show, I mean, there's a lot of people, you know, everybody's kind of a little bit crabby, not, you know, not really, but, you know, you see something good with a really good price on it, you know, people fight over them a little bit sometimes. So I saw this one. I got it from the same guy I got the one I bought for my dad's birthday. You know, so, you know, knowing that was a super good price. I looked at this one, I saw the price on it, 40 bucks. I'm like, oh, let me grab that one too. Paid the guy. Didn't even realize it at the time that this one was 1/72 scale. Now, it's not too bad of a blunder. I should be able to still get 60, 70 bucks for it. Which means after fees and all the taxes and whatnot, I'll make a couple bucks on it. So I won't lose money. But if this had been 1/48 scale, it would have been $150, $200 model. So I would have made a killing. So I was kind of disappointed of my stupidity. I was just happy that it's not going to cost me money. But that happens sometimes. Not going to open up all these boxes. We're just going to go down the side and I'll show you. Really nice flying boat, huge plane. This kit used to be more expensive. They were harder to find. They re-released this kit. Drove the price down a little bit on them. Paid 10 for it. Now it's about a $40 model. They used to be double that before they re-released these molds. This one my dad grabbed. He saw it for $7. He stuck it in my pile while I was trying to grab other stuff. We were kind of just grabbing stuff because it was at a table with really good prices and a couple people were grabbing things. So we're just trying to make a pile. So I grabbed this one. It's the B-2 bomber before they actually knew what the B-2 bomber looked like. And I'll show you this thing because it looks, if you know what the B-2 bomber actually looks like, it does not look like that. I mean, it resembles it, but it's not an accurate model of what the B2 actually ended up being. So it's not a very sought after aircraft. Some people just like it because of the quirkiness of it. It was only $7. Let me see, B2. It's a $20-$25 kit, so I'll do okay on that. This one I would keep, but this is more of a what they call a short run kit. Mach 2 makes planes that nobody else makes generally. So if you wanted a model of this a few years ago, this was the only model available. So they were expensive. I believe, usually it's Revell, I can't remember. Somebody released a model of it. And the newer models usually have a little more detail and are a little bit easier to put together than what these kits would be. So less people look for these kits. And also having a second kit more and making the plane more available drives the price down. I don't have this plane. I can't remember what it was. I think I paid $30 for it. It is still, I got my notes. It's still a $60 model. So double what I paid for it. So I won't do too bad on that. Like once fees and stuff, I'll make maybe $20 on it. Now these got a few different versions of the 135. We got the RC Recon version. It's about $60. Pay $10 for it. You got the tanker version, KC 135. And I believe ours, they have different motors. As you can see on this one, the different motors. This one's worth about $65. The Airborne Command worth about it's worth about $50. I bought two Valkyries. These used to sell a little bit better than what I remember. I thought they were closer to $70-$80. It seems to be only about $60. I paid $30 a piece for those two. So it's still going to do okay. We'll come back to these guys. They're actually models inside. The Super Cloud Master, $10, sold it for $25. The Bear, I wasn't sure about these. I knew they used to be $90, $100 models. It's a little less than that. The Bear is only about an $8 model now. Still sealed in cellophane, which helps me to sell it by now. Two Boeing 707 Intercontinentals, $20 a piece, but they do sell for $60 each. And then we got a few different AWACS ones. If I can get to this one. This one's got a special decal version that you can make. So this one is a harder one to find and goes for a little bit more money. I mean, I saw them selling out anywhere up to $150. But I don't know. It's hard to price them. It's another one of those things. I'm gonna try to get over $100 for it. I don't remember what I paid. Probably $20, I think. Other AWACS, this one's $15. And I don't know if it's just the box, it's the same, or or this says NATO, maybe the decals, whatever. This one doesn't sell as well. But I only paid $15 for them. And like I said, when I'm saying not selling as well, I mean, $60, $70, $75. I mean, I'm still making good money. This is another version of the same plane. This guy liked to take the ends off these things for whatever reason. So the boxes are all a little damaged just from, he peels the label off. Oh, you can't see what I'm talking about. And it's on all of them, but it's just on the other side. But yeah, these are going to be $75 or more. Same thing with that AWACS one. The Airfix one's about $65 model. So at $20, like I said, we're making money. And then these, same guy had them. He had the labels that he peeled off of here. He had them taped to this, but he wanted to keep them. He had them in these boxes. But these are some good planes. I do not know how much the box is collectible, because these are definitely collectible aircraft. Monogram, United, 1/72 scale, Boeing 737. All the parts are there. All the parts are in great condition. Directions in great condition. He kept the decals pristine. This with the box is a $75, $80 model. I paid $150 for it. So I don't know what it is without the box. Like I said, they are collectible, and part of that collectability is the box. But also, somebody looking to buy one might not want to pay $80 for one. So these I'm just going to auction as well. I'm not even going to worry about it. You know, pay $2 for this one. It's an Aurora United 737. I couldn't even find one of these to compare a price to. This one is a 737, also Aurora, with the PCA decal. Sorry about that, my video cut out. I don't know if it got too long and said, hey, I'm not working anymore, or what. But you can see how good he kept these decals. The PCA one, I think I did find a price on. Let me look at my notes. I had to make notes of everything so I can... or sorry, PSA. It's about a $50 model. Like I said, paid $2 or $1.50 for this one. Again, do not have the box, but you know, we'll have to put those back in better. And then the same thing with these. These are both Aurora Kits. They're the same exact airplane. Hughes Air West DC-9. Decals are in here as well. They're folded inside the instructions, but they're in good shape as well. And also did not see a price on these, like as far as online, like a good comp. But like I said, $2 a piece. We'll sell them in auction, and I'm thinking I should do pretty good on them. I mean, can't really lose a lot at $2. I mean, do a whole lot of work and maybe for nothing, but but that's all I had. I mean, all in all, I spent close to $800. I added up totals. Should be about triple that when I sell them. If that is the case, you know, after fees and stuff, I might be able to make a little over $1,000. So can double my money plus some. Always a good day. Not easy work, takes time. I do like the planes I bought. Most of the ones were either sealed in the box, or once you open the box, all the parts are there complete and sealed in the bags and stuff, which makes it extremely easy to take pictures of, and much more easier to list than going through, because with these guys, they don't come in bags. The parts like to fall off the trees after they get older, like they are. So I literally have to spread out the entire model kit, go through each individual piece, make sure it's there. I take pictures of it like that so other people can see what's there, what's not there. I even refer to the instructions. I'll take a picture of the that piece on the instructions so they can see exactly what's missing. Takes a lot more time to do that. So especially when I'm buying bulk like this, lots of stuff, I tend to just try to get the stuff that's easier to do. Like I said, sealed in a box, you take a couple pictures, take a picture of the front of the box, keep a couple pictures of the side of the box, the stuff that they themselves try to promote, on the box itself, show you what you're getting, and, snap 3 pictures of the model, list it, quick description, here's the model, what it is, still sealed in the packaging, sell it. So a lot of them are going to be like that, so it's going to be somewhat easier to do. So yeah, I just got to get through it now. It's Easter, people are coming over, and I gotta get this stuff cleaned up. This video probably won't post to after Easter, because I'm gonna try to do another coin video this morning before everybody gets up, which you'll see first. So you would have already saw it if you hadn't seen it, and for some reason you're still watching. 35 minutes in, I posted a video of a grab bag I got from AG Price of foreign silver, which was pretty cool. So hope everybody had a good Easter. My Easter just started. Nobody's awake yet. Like I said, try and sort through this stuff. And I guess that's about it. I rambled on long enough. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you watching. It is early. Sun just came up. That's why it's coming in the windows the way it is, because it's pretty low in the. But yeah, everybody have a good one. Thanks again.